Welcome to Wild Breakaway. I'm Audra Martin, joined by Wes Walz. It's safe to say the Florida Panthers are a team that does not like to play at the XL Energy Center. Coming into today's game, they are the only team in the league without a regulation win here at the XL Energy Center. They leave still without that win in regulation because the Minnesota Wild picked up a very big 2 points with a 3-1 win today.
Yeah, a bit of a defensive struggle for both teams. We talked in the pregame show how tightly contested this game was going to be. We figured it was going to be a 1 or 2 goal game. The Florida Panthers do not give up a whole lot in their own zone. They've given up the least amount of goals in the National Hockey League, and that proved out here again tonight. But a very important 2 points in a very tough defensively played game between two pretty good teams.
Well, here's how the final stats played out today. Minnesota getting the shots battle, winning at 27-18. Scoring chances 13-8 in favor of Minnesota. The one downside, the penalty kill continues to be a bit of an issue for the Wild, but in the end, not a problem as the Wild pick up the big 2 points. 3-1 your final score. It also marked the 744th game for Captain Mikko Koivu, setting a franchise record for the Wild. Here's what he had to say following the win.
We're able to fight it through, and it's not always pretty, and I think we needed a game like that we necessarily weren't at our best, but we were still able to win a hockey game. So we did all the little things right, and obviously Dubé was good at net and things like that. So still solid effort, and like I said, all 4 lines we kept it tight and were able to play a good defense game.
Here's a look at what's next for the Wild. Tuesday night is a huge game as the Colorado Avalanche come to town. A 4-point game, really, as this team is chasing them in the standings. And West, you can't get much bigger than that.
Nope, not much bigger than that. Tuesday evening in St. Paul is going to be huge. If you're a Minnesota Wild fan, the most important thing I'm looking forward to is Jason Zucker's eligible to come off the IR tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see if the Wild will have him back in the lineup. The Minnesota Wild have really missed his presence up front. And when he was back in the lineup from his other injury, out in that road trip out in Canada there, I thought he was the Wild's best player. To see him back on top of his game and then get injured, kind of put him behind the 8 ball, would be really neat to see if he can get back in the lineup.
And we'll see if the Wild can bring the momentum from today's win into Tuesday night. A huge game against the Colorado Avalanche. We look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, for Wes Walz, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.